5 years. That's how long it's been since the Pretty Reckless put out a full album. And in rock music, 5 years is a long time. Bands break up, lose their way, or run out of things to say. So when Dear God landed on June 26th, I was curious. Could they still deliver? The short answer is yes. The longer answer is what we're doing today. Now, I'll be upfront with you. I'm not a die-hard Pretty Reckless fan. My first real encounter with the band was back in 2021 with Death by Rock and Roll, which I actually reviewed on this channel. I enjoyed that record, gave it a fair listen, but if I'm being honest, I didn't really go back to it all that much after the review. They weren't a band I found myself putting on regularly. So going into Dear God, I was coming in fresh without a ton of emotional investment. And sometimes that's actually the best position to be in. You're not trying to protect a favorite or compare everything to the golden era. You just hear the album for what it is, and what this album is, as it turns out, is really, really good. Let's start with what this album gets right, because there is a lot to talk about. First, the authenticity. Nothing on this record feels manufactured or calculated. Taylor Momsen and guitarist Ben Phillips wrote every single track together, just the two of them, and you can feel that in the bones of the album. It's focused in a way that Death by Rock and Roll wasn't quite able to achieve. There's no filler in it, and there's nothing to chase a trend or to pad a track list. These are songs that feel like they had to be written. Thematically, they go deep. Mortality, depression, substance abuse, redemption, survival. This band is not interested in making you feel comfortable, and Momsen's vocals are doing a lot of the heavy lifting here. Her voice is smoky and worn in all the right ways, and she moves between full-on arena rock mode and quiet, stripped-back vulnerability without it ever feeling forced. A genuinely impressive performance across 14 tracks and 15 minutes. Ben Phillips' guitar work also deserves some serious credit. There are moments in the album where he absolutely lets loose, and it elevates the material considerably. The sonic range here is wider than you might expect. You get hard rock, blues rock, punk, acoustic folk, a little bit of country. They're not afraid to take chances, and for the most part, those chances pay off. And then there's the structural concept, the Life Evermore trilogy. The album is bookended and divided by 3 short acoustic interludes titled Life Evermore. And here's the twist. They deliberately arranged out of chronological order. The album opens with part 2, and then part 3 appears at track 7, and part 1 closes the whole thing at track 14. It sounds gimmicky when you describe it, but in practice, it creates a sense of stepping into a story that's already in motion, like walking into a film 20 minutes late and slowly piecing together what happened before you arrived. It reinforces the album's themes of cyclical trauma and the inability to escape your own past. It's a smart or artistic choice, and it works. Now, no album is perfect, and Dear God has a couple of things worth mentioning. At 50 minutes and 14 tracks, the runtime is slightly ambitious. The back half of the album loses a little momentum. A few of the quieter tracks start to blend into each other. And if you're not in the right headspace for that emotional weight, it can feel like it's overstaying its welcome just a bit. Nothing derails the album, but a tighter edit might have made it even hit a little bit harder. That's really the main critique. It's just a minor one, but just worth mentioning. But now, let me go through the album. We open with Life Evermore Part 2, a 43-second acoustic intro where Momsen sings about cancer growing. It's quiet, unsettling, immediately intriguing. It drops you right in the middle of something. I could, but I don't bleed. Then the album hits you with For I Am Death, and the contrast is jarring in the best way. Heavy riffs, dark energy. It's got these guitar riffs that reminded me of classic Danzig. There's a real contrast between light and heavy sections. It makes it dynamic. This was the lead single, and you can hear why. It went to #1 on mainstream rock airplay, and it deserved it. When I Wake Up follows. It's upbeat, it's punky, it's catchy. There's some spoken vocal passages. Taylor Momsen vocals gave me a bit of a Debbie Harry vibe. It's festival-ready anthem. This one also hit #1, by the way. 2 for 2 on the singles. Well, Then the song Love Me. It's mostly acoustic with very personal vocals. It's very 90s rock. Made me think of the band Hole more than anything else. It's raw and direct. Then there's Dragonfire. This opens with an acoustic, almost mariachi style intro. It catches you completely off guard and it builds. Momsen's vocals get more powerful. There's a transition midway through, and then around the 3-minute mark, the guitar solo kicks in and the song gets really heavy. One of the more adventurous tracks on the record.
Keep me from the fire.
Dear God is the title track. It earns that position. The intro builds slowly with drums and these haunting keyboards, and when it opens up, it's massive. It's got that kind of cinematic scope that would honestly work as a James Bond theme. Maybe not lyrically, but sonically, it has that exact tone. Great guitar solo on this one too. Then we got Life Evermore Part 3. The short acoustic piece keeps the emotional temperature down before the album pushes forward. About You is upbeat, has a classic rock feel, has powerful vocal performance, and I hear a little bit of Stevie Nicks in her voice on this one. Also has very personal lyrics.
It's got buttons for eyes.
Then there's Spell on You. It's my favorite track on the album. It has this 90s grunge sound, something in the vein of L7, but then there are these keyboard textures. Sounds like a Moog synthesizer. Suddenly there's this whole 60s psychedelic rock element layered underneath it. It shouldn't work as well as it does, but it absolutely does. Roller Coaster of Life is a more laid-back melodic track. It does exactly what the title suggests. It's another solid song. Eye of the Storm is stripped-back acoustic, and it builds in intensity as it goes. A good structural move at this point in the album. And Devil in Disguise, Michelle's song, is a stripped-down singer-songwriter track with some country vibes. It's subdued and personal. Dark Days is laid back with some heavy lyrical content, very dark and personal, and the album closes with Life Evermore Part 1, bringing the trilogy full circle, or rather looping it back to the beginning. As a closing move, it's haunting and effective. I'll be honest with you, in my opinion, Dear God is one of the best rock records of 2026. It's not a perfect album. The back half could be tightened up a bit. But the good here outweighs the bad. It's authentic, it's emotionally raw, it's got real range, and it sounds like a band that had something to say and said it without compromise. It's an album I'll be coming back to. My final score, 9 out of 10. Check out this review of 2021's review of Death by Rock and Roll. One of my earlier videos, my channel was maybe a few months old when I did it, but it should be appearing on your screen right now. In the meantime, thanks for watching. Please like the video. It helps me with the YouTube algorithm. Please subscribe if you're not already. I do rock and metal reviews, rankings, and more. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one.